Good morning. Upon request by young Miguel, we have a rewatch today. Since our good brother is over in Israel, I figured he needs a little bit of entertainment. So here we go. Um, we've got our a rewatch today. I haven't done one of these for a while, and the kids at school have been asking for a rewatch. So let's see what we can give them. We see here on the left that we've got let's see here, we've got Jeff as the Spanish. Let's look at Jeff real quick. Boom. I'm glad they fixed this bug. Jeff's got 103 on wood, 66 on food, 70 on gold and counting. We got another 5 coming, and 23 on stone. He's almost maxed out his pot with 3 minutes left. Very intense. We're going to actually slow this down a little bit. When we look at Joel, purple. Come on, there you go. Veracruz. Veracruz is sitting at 46, 37, and 40 with a pop of 147. He still hasn't built all of his houses. He's just going a little bit slower, which happens. Joel, as we know, is a slow cook. Also worth pointing out here on this side, they have opted out on a forward wall. No forward wall. Michael would be screaming. But it's not like they didn't wall off. They walled off their back half is what they did. It was mostly Jeff who decided to just wall off the trade instead of keeping people out of his base. Bold move. We're going to see how it works out for him. Next, we've got Taylor. Taylor's sitting at 58, 60, and 61, extremely even across the board. Taylor is also the Gujaras or Gujaras. I'm not really sure. Gujaras. I didn't say this, but Joel is the Lithuanians. So yeah, Taylor's very even across the board. Taylor did wall off his section. Boom, boom, boom. This is very interesting how open this is, and it makes me really annoyed at my troops, who I told to do things that they didn't do. So next up is Spencer. Spencer, I don't know why it took me to Jeff. Spencer was the Celts. He's sitting at 80, 40, and 43 with another 36 trade cards coming. Dude, build some markets, and instead of having 12 come out of 3, have 8 come out of 4, or 4. You add those and spread that out. It's going to come a lot faster. But you know what? Actually, don't, and that way I'll keep playing at a higher level. On the other side, we've got, let's see here, blue, Larry Hunt. Lars was the Rootin' Tootins, and we actually switched pockets. So if you see the red there, red is Jake. Jake is actually going to back up Lars, and yellow Barzi is going to back up me. But Jake was the Britons. We were going for that 1-2 punch, the Tootin' Britain punch that is just, when it's rolling, it's unstoppable. It's so good. And then we see over on the bottom, can I click it without pausing? Yes. Barzi, who's at 50, 70, and only 21 gold. WTF, Barzi, what happened? We got 40 seconds, man. That just doesn't seem right to me. But okay. And then Jake, who is the Britons, sitting at 18, but he's got another 22 gold, 70 wood, 40 food. Does not need that much food as the Britons, but he's going for it. And then I, as the Hindustanis, sitting at 70 wood, which is more wood than I need. 77 food and 85 gold. I need to half that wood if I'm being honest. Maybe not half, but like 40 to maintain that food. I probably only need like 45, but regardless. So let's get this party started. Treaty drop hits. We see that Jeff is matched up on Lars. Lars is getting going over here. Not seeing any cutting going on. Let's look at our wall. We did a forward. We just did our normal wall. It's still closing off, but still opened up. Yeah. Oh, and we see that Taylor has decided that Jeff needs to figure out his walls. Taylor literally walled the entire map. Like, thanks guys. Oh, that's funny. Well done. Well done. So still no fight. Come on, guys. Why are you letting the other team cook? I don't get this. This is something that just doesn't make sense to me. Why do you let other teams cook? Hit them. Like it. It's so consistent that the team who hits first wins. I don't know that it's not a for sure thing, but I would bet that it is a major statistic. It's definitely a key indicator for me, is hit first. That being said, there are games where you hit first, they respond, and then they blow up your hole, and you're screwed. So that does happen. We see that Jake is getting going here. And I'm starting to cut. So, and Larry's starting to cut. Larry's going for it. Because we all believe this. Cut first. Jeff's got a ton of bombard cannons. That's interesting. And Larry's getting going. On the other side, I've cut through and I plunged these camels. Luckily, Taylor built walls for his whole team, because otherwise I'd have been in over there, because these things, I just sent them to the back. And then they just ran into walls, and I was like, oh, dang it. But these things, they know how to find holes. They do that. I should have attacked this. Oh well. Life goes on. So I'm going to cut in over here. On the other side, we see that Taylor has sent these the elite elephant archer, which I think is a garbage unit, but Michael used it so effectively against me earlier that I have no excuse for why I think that, but I just do. Hate me. Come at me, I don't care. But that unit destroyed me when I was the Goths. On the other side, Barzy's over here helping. We've cut in. I even plunged a little, right here. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, Tanner. Oh, Tanner. But Taylor's kind of everywhere, as per usual. Larry's trying to do these. We ought to get, you really want, I mean, any trebuchet is better than no trebuchet, but really Jake's the one that we want. His trebs and his archers. Let's see what's going on with Jake right now. No, not Jeff. Jake. Jake McKean sitting on 55 gold and getting a whole lot more. But this whole section is going here. But don't build onagers as the Britons, man. Why are we building onagers? Go and build 1,000,000 archers. That's what you gotta build. But Larry's doing a good job of just holding. On the other side, Barzy and I are putting a mountain of pressure on Spencer. And we're trying really hard to get these holes open so that we can just go in. Oh, am I going to get in right now? There's a hole. And boom, go, 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 go. And I'm in. How is Spencer doing? Come on, Spencer. There we go. So I get into Spencer. He's clicked his button. That's why his farmers are so low. He's much higher than that. But we're going to go here. I'm trying to cut off the Taylor walling process. On the other side, Jeff is flexing, and Taylor's there to help, and Joel's there to help. Yeah, we need massed archers. That's what we need. Massed archers, and then we need Larry's special unit. Quit building these and get your special unit out. But it's all good. But they're starting to hold a little bit. It looks like they get me out fairly quickly, if I remember correctly. Are these mine? No, those are Taylor's hand cannoneers. We've kind of, well, okay, so Spencer's and Taylor are holding right here right now. And Barzy's sending troops. We're just trying to build up. On the other side, Jeff's built a forward castle that's just causing problems. Love it, love it. So we go castle for castle there. I don't see that very often. And Jeff is just murdering with these. He's all in on the bombard cannon. On the other side, Barzy's holding while I'm trying to go south. Looks like we're attacking this weak point again. Oh, and I'm sending in siege elephants. Come on, siege elephant. And Spencer's like, oh, heck no. Spencer's just pushing down. On the north end, we see that Joel and Jeff are pushing, and Joel has had time to cook now, which is deadly. Like, popped out Joel it's just scary, man. There's nothing that scares me more than popped out Joel. But they need those. What they need are the two Teutonic Knights. Like at least that's what I'm seeing here. Is if you threw two Teutonic Knights in here, I don't know. The cavalry's fine. Jake's spitting out the archers, and they're just moving forward. This is looking good. On the other side, Spencer is holding, and Taylor's supporting. Taylor's on both sides, but mostly on this bottom side. Keep those camels pumping. Okay, so Jeff's building a forward castle, and there's just this muddy area that's right here. This is the fight zone. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna push the mound? And it looks like Jeff's wanting to build this castle, but maybe he's not. His dudes are just chilling there. Units going through, you know. Oh, Larry's looking good. Okay, so I'm flexing again on Spencer now. I kind of told, I don't know if it was right now, but it's pretty soon to now that I tell Barzy, you go left, I'm going right. And we're going to just take care of business over here. Meanwhile, in the middle, Barzy is doing, or not Barzy, sorry, excuse me, Jake is massing these archers. This is exactly what we want to see. Like, this looks really good. Especially against the lettuce. I think that this is probably the best thing we could be doing against them. And Jeff's like, okay, there's been too much pressure. We need to get stuff going out. And Larry's trying to plunge, it looks like. That's not good. On the bottom side, we are flexing on Spencer right now. Although I hate camels next to castles. That's just like, camels do not last against castles. So it's a bad thing. You can see that, oh, I kept thinking that he was building walls, but he was actually mining. That was a mistake on my part. Smooth move, Tanner. But Barzy's holding left, and I'm gonna go right. And that's the game plan. Up here, Larry and them are, holy cow, he's walled off. I'm not sure what this is about. I think it's to slow Larry from plunging and putting pressure on them. Is that the thought here? I guess. On the bottom side, they're holding. Spencer's just clinging for dear life. I'm trying to get just a little bit. No, I think he did build more walls. Okay, I'm not crazy. For a second there, I thought I was crazy. Not crazy. Let's see here. Is anyone? So Jake's low on his pop. Um, okay, let's look up here. Looks like so Jeff is pushed back now, and Joel's pushed back with him. Larry's trying to put holes in the wall. Oh, Larry is sending in the Teutonic Knights now, but now Joel's got the hand cannoneers in there. Although I think Lantis are also anti those things. I don't know. We'll see. So Jeff is just took that out. On the bottom side, need to get rid of this thing is what I need to do. Oh, I finally got a treb on it. Okay. Barzy is holding. He's kind of doing a 2v1 really. He's got Spencer and Taylor over here just giving him trash. I'm trying to support with hand cannoneers just from a distance. In the middle, Joel is looking really good and Jeff is looking really good against Larry and Jake. And they are just clinging for dear life. Delete this farm, put another wall. That's what I'd be thinking right now. But Larry probably doesn't. I don't have time for that if I'm Larry. Also, I'm like all in on this front. Oh, and Joel's doing it. Joel's becoming the danger. On the other side, the castle goes, which is huge because that's what's keeping this whole area alive. Now I'm starting to get almost into Spencer again. Ah, this is just so annoying. So this is gonna crumble. Is it gonna crumble? I don't know. This is you're at the point right here where you have to decide, is this gonna fall or can I hold it? I think I'm building right here to hold and praying. So on the other side, we are so stupid close to getting in. Oh, I should be attacking this. Tanner, you idiot. Put the pressure on the gate. Not on this. Oh well. That was stupid. Larry was calling for aid at this point, and Barzy and I were so close. We were just like, oh, we're gonna get in because we thought this was overwhelmed. And we see he's doing it. On the other side, Jeff and Joel are hungry for blood, and they're in. Oh, and one thing Joel does well is kill things. Barzy's starting to come over to help. And he's walling off again. I gave him so much time. That was so stupid. Alright, so Joel's just ransacking Larry. Section, section, section. Take everything out. Meanwhile, on the other side, Spencer's digging in. which is all he has to do. I should have turned. Over here, we see Spencer's and Taylor are throwing everything at Barzy and me. I took so long. I'm so sorry, Larry. And Jeff is forward building. And Barzy's going to wall this all off, trying to save it. We see that Joel has taken this stuff all out. I've got troops in somehow. But nowhere near enough. They own this side. So we're going to speed this up. Because they've moved in. Spencer, what are you flagging? Oh, that's what you're flagging. Okay. Yeah. It's whatever. Meanwhile, Joel is still all over our trade. Jake's building castles back here. But Larry is gone. What is Larry's pie? What do things look like for Larry? Elk hunt. There we go. He's sitting on a mountain of resources. He still can do it. You just got to build the buildings for it. What he's doing here. Oh, don't lose that. That's going to be expensive. Oh, lost it. So Larry's trying to recover, but Joel is putting pressure on the man. Are the Teutons the best paladin siege 1-2 punch? I'm not sure who that is. It's a tall ask to have paladins and good siege, but the Teutons have them. Okay, so Barzy's full turned, which means I'm fighting Taylor alone. Which is leading to this. Also, I'm out of gold, hence sending just trash. So, starting to look sad. But Jake has recovered, kind of. There we go. And Larry gives up, which means that the game is over. And off to the fun. So, as we see, Spencer sweeps into me. Jeff takes over here. We all quit except for young Jake McKean, who's digging in. He asked us to send him all of our resources before we gave up the ghost. And so Jake holds, kind of for a while. Kid's not gonna just roll over and die. This is what we needed, was all of these. They'll just hold forever. These archers in mass, that's what you need. They'll kill everything. There's nothing that beats them. But you gotta get them massed. Just trying to think, like, how could I have gotten Barzy into this position better earlier? Not Barzy, Jake. Excuse me. Jeff really is low. Jeff and Joel. Oh, that's Barzy, excuse me. And what I was gonna say no longer is relevant. Way to go, Robin Hood. Joel gets in, and Taylor's just padding his stats going through my base. The thing that's annoying about this is it kind of ruins all of the stats afterwards. I should have just quit when Larry went, but you want to give Jake his proper attention. But it means nothing to the game, and all it's doing is throwing stats off for who played well and who didn't play well. But it's fine. I digress. There's the Trebs. Super Jake. Brayton's everywhere and Archer's despair. Walling off and holding. I love it. Jake's just never gonna give up. He does a really good hold. Ugh. We should have been better about sharing resources with Jake. And there ends the game. Apparently Matt and what the junk? Oh, there it is. So with our overall score, Spencer was the MVP. Military, dare I even look at these? Spencer with the most units killed. Larry with the least units lost. We were close. That game could have swung the other way. If I should have just attacked that gate. But regardless, GG. Taylor with the most food. Spencer with the most wood. Barzy with the most stoned by far. Spencer with the most gold. Although I'd like to point out that I had a mountain of gold and I quit a long time before Spencer did. But I digress. We sent all our stuff to Barzy or to Jake, so he got all of it. For our technology, Jake with the fast feudal, Jeff with the fast castle, Taylor with the fast imperial. Taylor explored 72% of the map. He was all over the place looking at stuff. Interesting. Socially, Jake built 16 castles. Jeff built 11. I should have built more castles. That would have been a good move. GG, guys. Until next time, we out.